Ladies and gentlemen, a special good night to you. It's good to be back. It's Monday, 11th of July, 2022. You are viewing Real Talk with Saieed Ali, the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago viewers. So we are on live stream, Facebook and YouTube. Remember, you can get TT Real Talk on YouTube and Real Talk with Saieed Ali on Facebook. So my friends, go to your Facebook account on your phone, your tablet, your computer, and just share our live stream. Again, I echo now. So, it's Mashup Monday. We were off the air last week. I had a hectic week last week, but nevertheless, with the health and strength of God, I am here tonight to bring you Real Talk with Saieed Ali on a Mashup Monday. So viewers, those of you who are looking for cash borrow, remember I'm a licensed money lender. Feel free to contact my office at 2386716, 3391670, 2677325, or our San Fernando office at 2427690. We love to lend and we love to do business with you, the people who borrowing. So you could use gold, you could use house, you could use land, you could use vehicle. As long as it is not owing for, it's not a problem. I mean, I have to have something to hold in order to get money borrowed. Because when you go to the bank, what is the collateral? What is the security? And then you negotiate from there. So viewers, that's us. Real Talk Group of Company, we love to lend you money. I'm the managing director of 4 different companies. So contact us. Remember, our south office are open at 132 Cipero Road, Victoria Village in San Fernando from 8:30 to 4:30. Our central office is 8:30 to 4:30 viewers. Remember, Real Talk Group of Companies, I'm the Managing Director, Saieed Ali. So as we start off our program tonight, those of you who have spiritual problems, feel free to contact me. You know, I do spiritual work, born gifted, hence the reason why I have a big mouth and I ain't afraid nobody. You want to come? Not a problem. Just know who you're coming at. So as we start off our program tonight, viewers, the Ministry of Works and Transport has introduced a new driver's license. However, the driver's permit remains valid. Works and Transport Minister Ruhan Sinanan explained that the changes from the permit to license was not just about the name. He stated that citizens would have traveled abroad and faced a lot of difficulties in trying to rent a vehicle or producing their driver's permit to law enforcement as a form of identification. Sinanan said the new license has additional security features which will help local police identify fake ones. All licensing officers throughout the country are expected to be equipped to provide the license within 10 working days. However, in order to transit fully from permit to license, amendment needs to be made to the law. So viewers, a new license, the move from driver's permit to driver's license. Just imagine that, eh? We're going forward. We are going forward. So backed by public demand, viewers, Real Talk Group of Companies is offering you 3.5%. 3.5% on your hard-earned cash on a fixed deposit with Real Talk Group of Companies. Remember, I'm a licensed money lender. We're licensed to lend. We do things above board. I don't do anything under the table because under the table is not where I want to be. It is not where I want to be. Under the table is a dark area and I don't want to be there. I want to be on top of the table where the light is shining bright. Where the light is shining bright, everyone can see me. Not under the table where nobody wants to see me. And not in that kind of nonsense. At all. The government has failed to pass the Bail Bill Amendment 2022. The government brought the bill to extend the life of the bill for a further year under this law. Bill is restricted to 120 days for repeat of serious crime. When the vote was taken in the Senate, there were 18 votes for, 11 against, and 1 senator abstained. Therefore, the bill was not passed and will no longer be law as of August 5th, 2022. 2386716 is the phone number to call in, viewers. I want to hear from you. So here it is. For the individuals who did not support this bill, I want to let you understand something. Someone commits a serious crime. Goes to Raymond. Police hold him, goes to Raymond. Come to the magistrate and you get bail. You come back again and you commit the same crime or something a little more gruesome or worse than the first crime. They would hold you. You would go before the magistrate and you will get bail in a matter of days. So these individuals, ministers, independents, senators, those that belong in the parliament, that's supposed to vote for this bill to go into effect for another year, did not do so. Why is this? You all rather have criminals running around Trinidad and Tobago. They break open your house one time, they rape your mother, they rape your father, they rape the brother, they rape the sister, they rape the auntie, they rape the tanty, they rob you of all your jewels, they take your car if you have a license firearm, they take your firearm and they go on with that. And those that are supposed to vote for this bill, for the next year, you all are pleased and it's okay with that. But I have something to say. Bandits should break in your house very often. Very, very often, until all you get set up, all you have to leave everything and fly out of Trinidad. Take what I'm telling all you. Because I will tell you something. To put a criminal behind bars, police does do an extensive investigation and work in order to hold an individual and bring him before the court. And you all just say, you know what? Let him get bail and go outside. Bandits should come inside all your house very often, and then you all will understand the seriousness of this. Come around me, I complain you one time, you know, me ain't taking that. I ain't taking that. That's why I just talk like this. Come around me and in my property, I'm dealing with you one time. It ain't have no law go bring you back. It ain't have no hospital go treat you to bring back a crippled hand and a crippled foot. No, you're mad. I working too hard to get what I want. For you all to come and just snatch it in an hour or two. Not like that. So these individuals and them who are supposed to support the bill, they didn't support it. How sad. How sad. Look at the state of Trinidad and Tobago. Look where we are presently with crime. It is rampant. It is rampant. Individuals could get firearm in a grocery. You could buy a firearm in a market. Because there's always somebody around the corner where somebody knows somebody and you're getting it. Tonight now, you always say, well, oh, Saieed, you should have never said that. And those in authority of God by Saieed, you shouldn't say that. Let me tell you something. It's only when you're in the kitchen. When you're in the kitchen and you hear you raise your oven, or you raise your stove, or you raise your firecracker, that is the only time you just feel the heat. When you turn in the pot. You find the pot boiling too slow. You open the firecracker or you open the stove. A little more gas and you turn in your pot. That's the only time you just feel the heat. Look at the state of Trinidad and Tobago. Anybody care? Anybody care about the crime or the rape or the robberies or individuals losing their car? Anybody care? Anybody care about house breaking and they take up everything and they go with it? Hines don't care. You think Heinz care? Heinz no business about you. Heinz collected $30,000-$40,000 a month exemption for everything and he got to go. He ain't getting robbed because he had a bodyguard right wrong him. It's people like you and me. Bandits come after. As you're driving a nice car, we go take that. You wear a little gold around your neck. The husband buy the wife a nice gold chain, or the wife buy the husband a nice gold chain. They're snatching that. So anybody who commit a serious crime now, as of August the 5th, 2022, or look could get bail the next day, or look could get station bail. Are we okay with that? We okay with that? Those who supposed to pass the law now, well, you know what? Forget that. That is not serious crime. Give them bail and let them go back out in the street, and we good to go. We good to go. It's a stinking shame. But I have something coming up for you just now. Hold on. The Commission of Inquiry into the Paria diving tragedy will be delayed. The first day of the Commissioner of Inquiry public hearing into the death of 4 divers, a Paria fuel trading company, will be held. Now, it will be held on September 7th, a few weeks later than its original start of August. The announcement was made by the Commission's newly installed chairman, Jeremy Lynch, QC. The CEO, Commission of Inquiries, was set up to look into the death of the LMCS divers Saieed Ali Jr., Yusuf Henry, Rishi Nagesar, and Faisal Kuban at Paria Offshore Facility in Pointe-à-Pied on February 25th, 2022. Caller, good night. Go right ahead, my friend. You're live on Real Talk.
This government have no intention of no crime. They don't care about the people who have food needs in this country. The whole Caribbean, nobody raised the flower, but everybody wants to jack up the price except the cheap. They don't want to fix no crime. When somebody running a crowd and they hold a woman and they stab them 300 times, and you have plenty people seeing that, you don't need it. You don't need to try no case. Too much of people see that sentence immediately. When somebody rape a child or rape somebody and they find the DNA is them, give them castration. What you wasting time for? You only put them in jail to mind them. Sometimes they go in jail, they gain 3 meals. They gain 2 square meals and they might get a wrong one when the night come through. God, I don't know what's going on in this country. They cannot fix no crime. There's only too much of square pegs in the wrong hole. You had a minister, you bring a minister of sports, you ask she what she think about sports. I don't know anything about sports. You take a bridge engineer, you put here as minister of finance. We prime minister gone somewhere there, he got to study weather pattern. He know about rock and soil, he got to study weather pattern. God alone know what's going on in this country. God alone know.
Thank you, my friend. On July 17th, the wearing of masks in public will no longer be mandatory. And as such, persons not wearing any will no longer be liable to police action, including fixed penalty fines. This was confirmed by Health Minister Terence Dialsing, who stated that the ministry will be issuing guidelines to groups in society which it recommends should still mask public. Listen to our
I want to go now to follow up on the Honorable Prime Minister's statements at the press conference at Piarco Airport last Saturday, where he indicated that the masking mandate will be lifted by the middle of this month, or 2 weeks from Saturday when he spoke. So that will take us to Saturday the 16th of July. So all things being equal and barring any unforeseen circumstances, from Sunday the 17th of July, all things being equal, the masking mandate will be lifted.
So now, viewers, on the 17th of July, no more masks in the public domain. The Dialsing stated that there are 4 vulnerable groups which the ministry recommend should continue to wear masks, which are the unvaccinated, the immunocompromised, the elderly, and the pregnant population. He also added that the ministry felt the healthcare system would be able to deal with any spike of COVID-19 cases resulting from the lifting of this final restrictions. Caller, good night.
Very good evening to you, Mr. Frank.
To you, my friend.
The last time I checked, aiding and abetting a crime is a felony.
Yes.
And if Hines is claiming that he knows who paid the money to who,
Hey,
have all the information,
there's a bacchanal by itself.
no, he should pass it on to the community police. And people should be arrested immediately.
Correct.
But he is lying to his teeth. And one more thing. He said that the protesters and the general should behave civilized. When the Prime Minister, when Hines, when the Speaker of the House, when all these people start behaving civilized, we might follow suit and we might be guided by a dear example of them.
Thank you, my friend. Hey, Hines, you are easy enough. Hines come just like the Attorney General, former Attorney General. Remember when he said that Venezuela was coming on the Western Peninsula? Faris said, I have the boat owner name, I have the home owner name, I have the transport owner name. You have all the information and you can pass it on to TTPS to act on the information, but Allah would come to say, trust in the TTPS while you all withholding information. Am I correct or am I wrong, Trinidad and Tobago? Hines know now of the protesters who got paid. They know the people who paid. What is the key back? You had to launch an investigation that would cost Trinidad and Tobago millions of dollars. Come on, Hines. I have something for you, Hines. Hold on. It's coming up. Call a good night.
Good night.
Go right. You're live on Real Talk.
Off the air because I seen you for a long while.
We do apologize for that. There's some feedback. Please call back. Thank you so much. Minister of Health Terence Yalsing have stated that his ministry will be reaching out to the private sector NGOs and the public to attract 20,000 people to donate blood regularly as part of its True Voluntarily blood donation campaign. As part of the initiative, the ministry website has been updated to include a preliminary screening from and frequently asked questions to make the process more easy and more user-friendly. Listen to this.
Our objective is to recruit a community of good, an army of good, 20,000 persons strong over the next 2 to 3 years. 20,000 persons who are altruistic to give blood 2 to 3 times a year. And if my math is correct, Minister of Education, 20 by 2 is 40,000, and if they give 3 times a year, 20 by 3 is 60,000. We will have collected 40 to 60,000 pints of blood a year, up from the current 20,000 pints.
Now, viewers, the ministry has also spent the last 6 months on processing, re-engineering, and building a new website that is easy and consumer-friendly as possible to decrease the number of deferrals. He also noted that the site was launched on June 14th, and to date, there have been 1,870 hits from potential donors. So those of you who are accustomed donating blood to the hospital or to the blood bank, you can go right ahead and do so. Call a good night. Hello?
Hello?
You're live on Real Talk, go right ahead.
Yes. Mr. Steve, you know that Rowley and all the members in Parliament is liars and thieves. That is all I have to say.
Thank you, my dear. So viewers, here it is. He called on persons to be compassionate and donate blood selflessly. The other thing added that the country is already in a stressful situation and not having blood adds to the stress. Listen to our come together health minister now.
This is the current chit system that we have. It is crisis management 101. And you sir spoke about that today. What about the accident victim who needs blood now? What about your mother, your daughter, your son, your sister who may need blood one day? What happens with the current chit system is we go into panic mode. And we reach out, give me a pint of blood here. We panic. We are already in a stressful situation. We don't have blood, and this adds to the stress. And then what about the family that can't find enough blood donors? And do you know what they have to do? They have to find people and pay them for blood. This type of situation is inequitable. It's quite frankly downright dangerous. It is unpredictable. So therefore we need solutions.
Caller, good night.
Good night, Saieed.
Good night.
How can the citizens of this country donate blood when the government is sucking their blood? Do they have anything against to give? Because that is what this government is doing. They're sucking the blood of this nation. You know, this health minister, a relative of mine was in the San Fernando General Hospital. Would you know, sir, they had to carry toilet paper, water, bed sheet. That is the big with the government. That is what they are doing, sir. This government clearly does not have a clue how to manage this country. They have no clue. And it is the people who are suffering. The people, everything is in a crisis. National security is in a crisis. Now you don't know who to believe. Then this man say all this camera that he bought, the acting commissioner. Then Gary Griffin said, no, it's I who bought this camera and everything is just to be installed. Who is it? Is it all these people are being trained by our Prime Minister? Because apparently this is the only thing he excels in. And then you come in and he blaming parents for the crime and the violence in school. It is himself who he must blame, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, my friend. So viewers, it's Mashup Monday as usual. What I have in store for you, cheese, you're going to love it. But before we go there, I am offering you 3.5% on your hard-earned cash on a fixed deposit that is set up by Real Talk Group of Companies. You are only getting this only at Real Talk, 3.5%. So if you have $100,000 and you set up an account with us at 3.5% for the year, that is 10.5% in a 3-year term. 10.5%. Where are you getting 10.5% in Trinidad? Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. You're only getting it at Real Talk Group of Companies. And for the individuals who have been following Real Talk with Saieed Ali for the last 4 years and some months would understand that I am a very straightforward individual. We are just months away from getting our approval for our credit union, months away. Not years, you know, months away. Or I should say weeks away from getting our approval for Real Talk Credit Union. So those of you who are looking for a 3.5%, the highest interest rate that is being paid right now, we're beating out every financial institution. You're only getting it at Real Talk. You're only getting it with Saieed managing. Why not go for 3.5% instead of 1% and 2%? 10.5% at the end of 3 years. Imagine that. Imagine that. Where are you getting it? Nowhere. Those of you who are looking for cash, not a problem. I have license to lend money. I say it boldly on TV because I have license. From time to time again, I do show it on television. So I have nothing to fear. Absolutely nothing to fear. Those of you who have spiritual problems, you can contact me at 339-1670, 238-6716 or 267-7325. Set up an appointment and come and see me. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, Mr. Saieed.
Go right ahead, you're live, my dear.
Mr. Saieed, apply for water 2020. And we haven't got any connection. We pay and everything and we haven't got any connection.
Here, what to do? send a WhatsApp of your document to 267-7325. That is 267-7325. Get your phone, snap it, send it on WhatsApp to that number, and we will highlight it on national television and see if we could resolve and some help for you all, my dear. Thank you so much. So here, viewers, it's Mashup Monday. The Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, have stated that he wants to declare violence as a state or violence as a public health emergency. You hear the terms? Public health emergency leads to violence. The PM stated that TNT is not able to get away from the many aspects of violent crime coming from a number of directions. Listen to our loving Prime.
We also are very concerned about our security here in Trinidad and Tobago. We seem not to be able to get away from many aspects of violent crime coming from a number of directions. Notwithstanding our best efforts, every single day there is a spate of violent crime, largely driven, but not only driven, by firearms and defying logic.
So welcome back, viewers. All you hear what the Prime Minister say? No problem with my mic here. Well, nevertheless, Dr. Rowley said, it is very discomforting to know that there were many people prepared to risk their own lives by arming themselves and engaging the police. Listen to this.
It is very discomforting to know that our security people on so many occasions have to do the reasonable thing of responding to people who are armed. And what does the population expect? We can't walk away from armed people who are handling firearms illegally, and in that kind of contact and confrontation we are experiencing this unnecessary loss of life.
So viewers, this man is the head of Security Council for Trinidad and Tobago. Did he just awake from a 7-year sleeping pill that he took? Huh? Did he just get up from a 7-year sleep? I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. The PM said it was a proposal the government was contemplating before the COVID-19 pandemic in March 2020. He said at that time it would have been implemented under the National Security Ministry as an outreach and training.
I think in Trinidad and Tobago the time has come for us to declare violence as a public health emergency, and we need to find solutions to treating with violence in our population. If there was a disease that was killing people the way people are being affected by violence in our population, we would have had no difficulty in labeling it a public health emergency. And I think we need to focus on this question of how much violence is generated in our population, in the home, in the school, on the roadway. Public safety and public security, unfortunately, has pushed itself up.
Now viewers, we're going down now to Fitzgerald Hines, our perfect minister in the Ministry of National Security concerning crime in Trinidad. The Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, has not declared violence as a public health emergency. National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines made this statement in response to a claim made by opposition Senator Wade Mark in the Senate. Hines was blunt in response to Mark's claims that Dr. Rowley declared a public health emergency and stated that the Prime Minister made no such declaration. Hines said the Prime Minister states that it might be a useful thing for TNT to consider crime and violence being threatened or treated as public health issues. Listen to this.
Mr. President, I couldn't say whether it is mere ignorance or anything a little more malicious than that. But the Prime Minister made no such declaration. I listened to the Prime Minister's communication with the people of Trinidad and Tobago and the world, which is recorded. And I understand the Prime Minister to have said that sometime in the near future, he considered that it might be a useful thing for Trinidad and Tobago to consider that crime and violence be treated as public health issues, and that would be a matter for national discourse that would require buy-in from all stakeholders and the citizenry of Trinidad and Tobago.
Now listen to this, viewers, listen to this. Going back to our story with the PM, he added that the time has come to declare violence a public health emergency. However, he could not give a timeline or detail on how this would be achieved. Listen to this.
I think in Trinidad and Tobago the time has come for us to declare violence as a public health emergency, and we need to find solutions.
Now viewers, who lying? What George say, Trinidad and Tobago? Who lying? Let's talk to him. I want to hear earlier tonight. Hines, hold on right there. Hold on right there, Hines. Here they say, he also states, we talk about Hines, he also states that this would be a matter for the national conversation that requires buy-in from all stakeholders and the populations. I want to hear what Hines said at one point in time. Listen to this. Hines reiterated that no such declaration has been made and called the question by Senator misguided and empty. Listen to Hines.
No such declaration has been made, and therefore this question by the senator is as usual misguided, empty, and osseous.
So now, viewers, you have heard what the Prime Minister said, where our Prime Minister said it's a matter for national security. But we go declare it violence as a public health emergency. You all heard the picture? You all heard the video? Good. So Hines cannot come out and tell the Prime Minister or tell the Senator that, hey, the Prime Minister didn't say that. I played it for all you. Hines, I want to hear you. Come out and say something. Come out and say something, Hines. Who are you trying to lie to? The Senator? Well, Trinidad and Tobago? You just heard it. So all I want to hear what Hines said a little while back. Run that voice note.
No, my duty is not to ensure that people feel safe and secure. My duty is to ensure that those organizations and agencies that are responsible for public safety, border security, that they are clear about what the people through the government's policy is, that they are provided with the resources that they need, and that I lend encouragement and general support to them. That's my duty, and that's what I do. That's what I have to continue to do.
You heard him? It is not his duty, you know. It is not. First we heard the Prime Minister saying violence, they want to declare it as a public health guideline. The Prime Minister said that. Hines come and said, I listened to the Prime Minister, he did not say that. Hines, how do you call that? What backup you have for that now? Huh? What backup do you have for that? What story are you going to come out with now, Hines, to say that our Prime Minister did not say that? Let me tell you something natural, Negonians. All I get in is real talk with Saieed Ali, you know. That is all I get in, you know. If you have no mama guy thing in this, you know. If you have no 6 and you decline as a 9, you know, and it's not a 9, you decline as a 6, you know. It's straight facts you get in. Call her good night.
Good night.
Talk to me.
I just want to read something for you. And this is from the United States. The National Disaster Medical Federal System Memorandum of Agreement defines a public health emergency as an emergency need for healthcare, medical healthcare services to respond to a disaster, significant outbreak of an infectious disease, bioterrorist attack, or other significant catastrophe. So there is nowhere in this it talk about
violence
and crime. So the high grade body, the high grade, all the best.
Red beard. Hey, Trinidad and Tobago, watch man. This is a mashup Monday, you know. This is a mashup Monday for you tonight, you know. 2386716. So here we have the Prime Minister saying one thing. We have Hines on the other side trying to cover up what the Prime Minister said. And there is no such thing as a violence public health emergency. Watch me now. Watch me now, Trinidad and Tobago. We in Trinidad. No. Let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that. Saieed Ali have to be one dumb, stupid, dotish, lack of intelligence individual in Trinidad and Tobago, because I am definitely sure I heard the Prime Minister saying we're going to declare a public health emergency. And then we heard the little Rasta boy coming up now to say who we know as Fitzgerald Hines. I did not hear the Prime Minister say that. Trinidad and Tobago, the people want water. Well, let's talk to me now, man. Call her good night.
Good night, Mr. Saeed.
Talk to me.
You're fiery man. Very good.
Hey, watch me now. Call her. I'm glad to be back on the air, you know.
Yes, welcome back. I missed you last week, but welcome back.
Thank you.
Long live this program, and great is this program. Saeed, this program provides a platform for people who the oppress and depress people in this country, you know, man. Because of your program, our voices would be heard and things are changing, and we will make this country a better place, man. God bless you and your program. Anyway, Saeed, this bunch of pirates, they're back against the wall. All they could do is one thing. What pirates do is steal and upset this place. They're back against the wall. This education system, they deliberately wanted to be like that. This PNM philosophy about education is gun and drugs in a bag. They want the mass population to be illiterate and uneducated in this country, so they could tell them all kind of rubbish and they will believe it. I hear that lady, anytime I see she or hear about she remind me of a clown, all your house in him. You know, this lady, I hear she talk nothing about school is baby and Barako. It had school there, real Baruch with the song that on children on that perform. I hear she talk nothing about that. She talking about school is what called when they deliberately wanted to be like that to produce illiterate and uneducated. But I learned growing up, no matter what fertilizer and chemical you put on bamboo will never bear fruits. So the millions they want to spend destroying my environment, that they learn nothing. The stage of learning, they already past that stage. They will learn nothing. Try to see if you could serve all and these places where trade school. Try to encourage them to learn a trade. They are not going to be academically inclined. So they're wasting time, and I want to hear that lady talk about before you go spend money. Don't waste my money. Don't waste my millions of dollars. This country need money. Thank you very much, Mr. Saeed, for giving me this opportunity. God bless you and your program.
Thank you, my friend. Watch me now. For 4 years, we were the The third best current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. Today we are rated as the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. Hear this now. I just waited on a release of a document to show you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, where we came from and where we are today. I just want to get the document and all you can see where we came from. You can see where we came from. Watch me. I used to tell people, I didn't have it easy in life, you know. I used to work in a grocery, you know, warehouse, you know, toting flour on my back, you know. You can say, oh God, that's in Indian where he got taught. This Indian does work hard. 16, 15, 17 hours, we call that a day work in my portfolio. And I grew from nothing into something with the help of the Almighty. With the help of the Almighty. Trust me. That is why when you hear we're doing food drive, and I tell all you, watch me plant a seed and watch it grow. Nobody don't fund real talk besides Saieed. Nobody. Everybody else, you know, well, if you want to support the program, go to this bank account, or you could run an ad, or you could do it. No, we don't do that. I don't do that. God is make sure that my business runs smooth. All I have to do is plant your foot like Moses. When God called Moses, Moses planted his foot. And he went forward and God went with him. Now listen this. Listen this. When you hear God telling you to go forward, don't stand up, you know. Start moving. Because if you walk with me, I will walk with you. I just walk with him. I just walk with God. That is why I tell anybody who wants to come at me for anything, all you welcome. My door is open. But what all you get, all you will take, and you will deal with it for the rest of your life. Feel like afraid? So here Fitzgerald Hines now. Minister of National Security Fitzgerald Hines stated that information was coming to him on what led to the series of fiery protests in and around Port of Spain last week Monday. Residents in the east Port of Spain, Beetham and Silat blocked streets and debris and set a fire to blockades in protest of the police-involved killing of 21 years old and 2 17 years old. Hines stated that his ministry has a clear picture of what happened in those events regarding who was paid, with which money, and by whom, and how much. Listen to Hines.
I say publicly, fortuitously, we now have a very, very clear picture of what happened in those events, who was paid which money, and by whom, and how much. We have a good picture of the who, the whys, and the wheres. And the police service, as so advised, will continue to keep a good look on this and other such developments, all in the interests of the safety and the protection of the people of Trinidad and Tobago.
Now, just now, question for further details on what the information was. Hines said the information was brought to him by his constituency. Which constituency bring that information to you? You couldn't even go up in your constituency when they had flood. Hines, which member of your constituency? When them same people, them is the same people, Hines, that didn't want to see you. Keep in mind, all I hear this. Hear what Hines defending the Prime Minister with. Hold on, run that video.
Madam President, I couldn't say whether it is mere ignorance or anything a little more malicious than that. But the Prime Minister made no such declaration. I listened to the Prime Minister's communication with the people of Trinidad and Tobago, and
you hear Hines now defending the Prime Minister? Now listen to hear what the Prime Minister had to say on his declaration. Listen to this.
I think in Trinidad and Tobago the time has come for us to declare violence as a public health emergency.
Now, viewers, Hans just said his constituency brought the information to him. This is the same Fitzgerald Hines who said he did not hear the Prime Minister declare any violence public health emergency. And I now play the video for you again to hear the Prime Minister declare a violence public health emergency. Now, Trinidad and Tobago, you tell me who is our Minister of National Security that supposedly said, it is not my job to make the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago feel safe. Is it time, Mr. Prime Minister? Is it time to tell Mr. Hines to step aside? How do you call that? Hines, you mislead the public. Or let's talk to me, man, Trinidad and Tobago. Call her good night.
Hello?
Hello, good night.
Hello, good, yeah. You hearing me?
Yes, go right ahead.
Yes, so sorry. You're on any special forum now, Steven? Yes, I just want to, I know he's a man that help out people. I just wanted the prison officers in Trinidad and Tobago, he has 9 years now. They're waiting on their overtime and not a cent. The people and them suffering.
Hold on. So it's 9 years now, prison officers have been waiting on what?
Overtime.
Overtime?
Yes.
Alright, okay, I understand what you're saying. Thank you so much.
Yes, see what you can do is do for them for me, please, man.
Not a problem. Thank you so much.
Alright, okay then.
So let's hear that, Trinidad and Tobago. Did our Minister of National Security mislead the public? Or let's talk to me now, man. I now play the video for you where Hines defending the Prime Minister. Oh, our Prime Minister did not say that. And boom, shot. Where again? I declare. Watch me now. It's only on Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Or getting this, no other program. Why you think God is make sure Saieed have funding? Why you think? You think I out here by guess? No. As a man that do spirit work, I was born to walk in that field, and I will walk on that field until God said, Saieed, it's time for you to come home. And how my kids walking in the same field I walk in. They will do their spirit work when they get bigger. How you call that? You call that the blessings of God. That's how you call that. Yea, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Let's say something now. Trinidad and Tobago. When you tell yourself, we have people in power to govern us through the thick and the thin, to secure us as a people in Trinidad and Tobago from criminals and from gun smugglers and from human trafficking and from marijuana importation of illegal things. We have no such person in position to govern security in Trinidad and Tobago, and I make no excuse for saying that. None. I run a security and intelligence unit, and I sure I have more intel than the government. I sure if I pass and tell for them they go to the side where you get that from, they might be amazed. But not being amazed, they have it, they know it, but they're just not acting on it. Call her good night. Hello?
Hello, good night.
Good night. Go right ahead, you're live.
Yeah, Mr. Saieed. If the Minister of National Security know who the people who pay the money, why he come on and call the name?
Correct. Thank you, my friend. Watch me now. It's mash up Monday tonight, I prepped, and I waited, and here we are. Real Talk with Saieed Ali live on Synergy Network. Remember, we sending a link to Synergy to broadcast because they have the broadcasting license. But nevertheless, I hope one day God bless me with that TV station. Moving along, former Commissioner of Police Gary Griffith has confirmed that he has applied for the post, or the position I should say, of the Commissioner of Police. Well, I guess he sent in an application. He stated that if God has given him a gift, it would be improper not to utilize the gift to help the country. Listen to the former Commissioner.
God has given me a gift. He has given me a gift where there was a situation that I applied for Commissioner of Police, and on 3 occasions there were 3 exams. In 2018, KPMG did an exam, and I got the highest number of points for application of Commissioner of Police. The then PSC did another exam, and again I topped it for all who applied as Commissioner of Police. In 2021, I applied 93%. The nearest senior police officer got about 17% less. If God has given me a gift, I think it would be improper for me not to utilize the gift to help my country.
While Gary now thinking about God, and if God gave him a gift, I practicing my gift 16 years now. 16 years now I practicing my gift of being a spiritual person, doing spiritual work right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Hey, hear this now. Hear this now. It have people that say, Saieed, we don't believe in spirit this, and we don't believe in spirit that, and what is spiritual work, and how come you could do that? You know, when something happened to these people and them is the first one running by the pastor to see what's going on. There's the first one running by the pundit to read a book. And there's the first one running by people like Saieed. But then you don't believe it. You don't believe it. So here what I had to tell you tonight. I was informed by a government official who came to see me. And he said, Saieed, he said, let me tell you something. He said, in the parliament, there is be talking about you. He said, in the parliament side, I just be among them. And they just be talking about you and your spiritual gift. And why it is nobody can shut you down. Who funded this man? God is fund me. Like I said, if 10 people come to me, and 10 people, they pay 10,000 or 14,000 or 20,000 to do spirit work, do the maths. 10 Jews, 20. That's 200,000 there. And all I want to know who funded Saieed? Go to God in prayer and ask God who funded Saieed. And God will tell you. God will tell you. So back to the former commissioner. The interim political leader of the National Transformation Alliance, NTA, also states that 92% of the rank and file of the NTA wanted him to reapply as COP. He added that 6% wanted him to remain in the political arena, but since he was a patriot and a humble servant, he had listened to the voice of the people. Gary stated that based on that, he have reapplied for the post of Commissioner of Police. Listen to him.
92% of them stated that right now the country is in dire crisis and they require me to reapply as Commissioner of Police. 6% told me to continue to be political. Based on that, I have reapplied for the post as Commissioner of Police. The deadline was at 4 p.m. on Thursday. I applied and it was completed just about 2 p.m. Whoever is to be appointed as Commissioner of Police, I would give them the best support if it is that I am not the person appointed. What I have to do, however, as a citizen, I am a patriot and I'm a humble servant. And I think all persons who want to be humble servants, they need to listen to the voice of the people.
So Trinidad and Tobago, the former Commissioner of Police, Mr. Gary Griffith, have reapplied. Now Griffith served as COP from August 2018 to August 2021 and noted that he applied for the position 3 times in the past, topped the exam for post each time and intend to do it so again. He added that although there were criminal elements that would not want him to return, including those in the business and the police service, he had confidence that the present police commissioner or the present police commission will do what is required. I hear the Prime Minister now on hot seat. I hear the Prime Minister is being investigated. into the matter of visiting the president. Visiting the president. That caused the merit list to what? Dismantle. How you call that? Somebody, how you call that? If you're using your power to influence something, how do you call that? I wouldn't say it yet. I wouldn't say it yet. What behavior in public office? Ooh, Said, you shouldn't say that. But I have my eyes on it. The Police Service Commission have stated that it hopes to complete the process for the appointment of a Commissioner of Police, a COP, by the end of 2022. The Commissioner had designated a recruitment process for the job where successful screen candidates will be assessed through the medium and at an independent assessment center. The deadline for COP application was June 30th. So Trinidad and Tobago, former Commissioner of Police, Gary Griffith, has reapplied. You know, I always support Gary. He did a fantastic job. Come back. He did a fantastic job on his 3-year term. Since he applied, I just want to wish him all the best. And I hope that the Police Service Commission Department do a fair job this time. And I hope that the President and the Prime Minister and those involved for the well-being of the citizens in Trinidad and Tobago, I hope they made the right choice. I hope they make the right choice. Because this time, they will have bacchanal. They will have bacchanal. Viewers, you are viewing Real Talk with Saieed Ali, the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. There's a rerun of this program tomorrow morning from 11:30 to 12:30 p.m. We are leading in current affairs. We bring our program to you from news time from 7 to 8 p.m. We bring news to you in depth. We bring it in a way that you could relate to us, where we could relate to you, where you could call in and highlight the issues, the national issues such as road, water, cables. The #1. I'm also a licensed money lender. We also buy and sell vehicles. I just do spiritual work. And those of you interested in getting 3.5%, in a matter of 3 years, you can get 10.5% on your return. You can't go wrong. You're only getting at a Realtor group of companies. A company, 4 different companies that I have been placed on the board of directors. We grow in. So viewers, we are out of time for tonight, but nevertheless, do get in contact with me if you want to see me spiritually, make an investment, or looking for money borrow. I am Saieed Ali, you're viewing Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Until we meet again for our Tuesday night program, Tuesday the 12th of July, I will say unto you, Allah kibra anta zur iba Allah anta. Do not be misleaded by those in power. Good night.